Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to take a quick look at some of the updates in the new Evoto AI photo editing software. I recently added this software to my workflow and I love what the software offers and what it gives. So today we're going to be looking at one thing in particular. We're going to be looking at the hair extension. So what this plugin says it does is actually help you remove stray hair. So that's what we're going to be looking at. I've got 3 images here prepared. I've got an image on a black backdrop, an image on a white backdrop, and something on location as well. And we're going to see how the software actually operates and how it works. So when you open the software itself, it looks similar to Lightroom. So if you guys want to see a full breakdown of how the software operates, I'll link this video here, which I've made, which describe how the software works and how much it costs, etc. But yeah, it looks very similar. I've got a similar sort of like workflow to how you would edit in Lightroom. So when you open your images in Evoto Photo, it's going to look like this. And on the right hand side of your panel, you have got your color tab. And this is where you can do all your color adjustments, etc. And when you get to the portrait section of the software, this is where you'll find all the new added extensions. So let's have a look. So you come down and then you will scroll all the way down to the bottom and you will see where it says hair, and it will say hair new. So this is where you'll go in and make those adjustments. So I'm going to zoom all the way in simply because obviously we are trying to remove stray hair. As you can see here, there is a fair bit of stray hair on my model Lisa's shot. So we're going to have a look and see how this works. What I like about this as well is that it's sliders. So you can slide the sliders all the way to the max and then slowly bring it back to where you feel comfortable. Like with anything, not because something gives you the ability to take everything out, you want to take everything out. So be mindful of that, because you don't want to be making someone look completely different to what they actually do in person. So be gentle, be light with your movements and how you move the slide. But the one we are going to be looking at today is stray hair removal. We're not going to mess with any of the other sliders. We're just going to be looking at stray hair removal today. By default, it's going to be on 0 when you open your image. But as you start sliding the slider across, this is where the software will actually start going to work and start making those tweaks. It's also important to remember that this particular software requires internet connection to actually work, because it works in the cloud. So yeah, so if you slide that slider up, and if I zoom all the way in and then go before and after, wow, you can see how much that has definitely helped and improved. There's 2 other sliders underneath the stray hair removal sliders. You've got one that covers hair that is within the figure, meaning any sort of like stray hairs that is closer to the actual skin or within the actual outline of the person. So if you remove that, you will see where that is. So if you look around this area here, that is where the stray hair that was inside of the person. That is really good. And then you've got beyond figure. Again, you can make tweaks to this using the slider. You can go back and forth. You don't have to go all out and use it at full potential. You can if you want to, but I would recommend being gentle with it. So yeah, I'm really happy with how that looked on this first image on an outdoor shot in very challenging lighting scenarios. And if I go before and after, you can actually see how good this actually cleans up that hair, because if I was to do this manually in Photoshop, it will take me so much time, whereas with the help of a couple of sliders, I can get this done within 5 seconds or less. So it's amazing how quickly it does it as well. I'm actually amazed of how well Evoto Photo has been working and how well the software is built. So if we go back now and try it on something that is more studio related. So as you can see, there is a fair amount of flyaway here. So we'll start off with pulling it all the way to the end. And if we zoom in, you will see what an incredible job it does. It also removes some of the flyaways within the body, just by the face, as well as just over the edge and eye. So if you look, I think this is where it's probably best to, feed the software more information, where it can actually, learn a little bit more about image types and scenarios and etc. So it can actually make a much more calculated decision in terms of what it's doing and how it's editing. So I would say I will probably, for this particular image, I will not use the within figure outline. So anything that's within the outline of the person, I'm not going to actually try and remove that, because I feel like it's not quite there with that part. But the outside, it is really good. So before, after. So if I zoom all the way in, so you can see on the edges of this particular image, you'll see what it's actually doing and how well it's actually cleaning up those flyaways. And again, you can, be very mindful with how you utilize it as well. Don't go, again, super heavy-handed. Be gentle with it. This particular image, I think having it around about 50 is okay. It's good. It's workable. And yeah, I'm super impressed with how this is actually work. So let's try it on one final image now. Let's try it on this image here. On this image of Dennis, you've got some flyaways here, and obviously we've got a really dark background. So I want to see how well the software identifies the difference between hair and background as well. So if we go in now and go to the stray hair removal, bring it all the way top, and then we bring the outside. Wow, that's really good. And if we bring within the figure all the way up as well, you can see what it's doing here. Like, pay attention to what it's doing roughly in this area here. Like, that is done a phenomenal job of removing, and also cleaned up around here as well. Very conscious to see what it does with this, because this isn't actually stray hair, but it's part of Dennis's jacket. So it doesn't actually touch that, which is surprising. Wow, it doesn't actually touch. So on this instance, it's actually identified fur on Dennis's jacket compared to actual hair, which is amazing that it's actually done that. So yeah, I'm super impressed with how well this works. So if I zoom all the way out, you can see how well that actually works. And the more I think people use this particular software in this way and to do this type of stuff, the better the software will be, the more improvement the builders can probably make. And I'm super happy that I've actually stumbled across this software. This particular video isn't sponsored. Evoto Photo does not even know I'm making this video. I'm just making this video because I've actually fell in love with the software and how much it has actually helped me with my workflow. And I would highly recommend it to you guys if you're a professional photographer and you're looking to speed up your workflow, especially if you do stuff of high volume, so sort of like headshots, portrait sessions in studio, and you just need something to to get photos out quickly to a client. This is the perfect software to do that, and it's only going to get better from what I understand and what I can see with the improvements and the constant improvement and development that the team is doing there at Evoto Photo. So credit to Evoto Photo for creating something so unique but also amazing. So yeah, my final thoughts is I am super impressed with the software and really happy with the direction and development that the team over at Evoto Photo are doing, and where this software can go and how the software can keep improving and getting better. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, what you think about the results, the before and after, and will you be investing in the software? Have a play with it and see what you think, and then let us know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.